Do you want to know? I do. Love. Love? Here. It's the Queen book I promised. Thank you very much. I'd be happy to borrow it. That's okay, you can keep it, Shannon. I have already read it, but I can't accept this. It was probably expensive. It's just something I got for a few hundred yen at a bazaar. Don't worry about it. I'd rather if you read it quickly, so we can talk about it. It's fun to talk about this sort of stuff with you, Shannon-chan. Yes, it's fun for me too. It's much more fun to read mystery novels of two people instead of alone. I like talking about it and imagining all kinds of things. With mystery novels, reading's only half the fun. My theory is that you can only really enjoy it when you talk with other people who have read it too. Our relationship began when we realized that we both read mystery novels. We were both surprised and very interested to find that the other not only read tons of mystery novels, but read them very thoroughly. Ever since then, it's been like this, separate from the games we played. With all of the cousins, the two of us met together, for some time alone. At first, it was like a sort of contest, to see who knew more than the other. However, eventually this turned into respect for how much the other had read and how deeply they were able to think about it. Respect. Trust. Those emotions made our friendship even stronger. Of course, all of that had still fallen in the category of friendship, but we were still slightly aware of the fact that the other was of the opposite sex, making for a relationship that was charming or youthful, or maybe you could call it exciting. However, we were still at the age where calling us young men and women would probably be a bit too gracious. Of course, we didn't know a thing about love, so we couldn't understand that exciting feeling in our chests, both bitter and sweet, that we only felt when we were alone together. However, we realized that there was some unknown emotion hidden behind that feeling, and as our hearts raced, we had our hands upon the door. That was the exciting age we were at. So, at some point, our discussions about mystery novels became just an excuse for us meeting alone. There aren't many mystery novels that care much about the why done it. The why done it? You mean the culprit's motive? Yeah. There are 3 points you need to figure out in mystery novels: the who done it, the how done it, and the why done it. A lot of mysteries deal with the first two, but surprisingly few worry about the final one. Well, I know about many works that take great care to have the culprit confess his motive after he's been found out, but it has to be something you can reason out before the culprit confesses, or it doesn't count. Personally, I think it's unfair for a person who supposedly didn't have a motive to commit the crime unless it's possible to reason his or her motive out. Who done it? Who's the culprit? How done it? How did he commit the crime? Why done it? Why did he commit the crime? There are a ton of works that ask about who the culprit is and what tricks they used. In fact, almost all are like that. However, I don't think there are many novels that ask you to figure out the motive. Good point. That might be the most neglected of the 3. Mysteries that don't take the why done it seriously don't really feel complete to me. No, I'm not saying they're boring. It's more like they're missing the most important part. The most important part is missing. The heart. The heart is missing. The heart. I think the human heart is a really important thing. If a person's gonna decide to commit murder, plan it out, get everything ready and actually carry it out, you'd need an incredibly strong force of the heart. The heart is what moves people. In other words, only the heart can kill a person. When an emotional upheaval grows strong enough to make a person want to kill, the result is the tragedy called murder. If we turn it around, does that mean that the true way to close in on the crime is by searching for the heart that brings about the tragedy of murder? Only the heart can kill a person. So if a person has been killed, you must search for that heart. That's what he's saying. That's why I can't really enjoy novels where the culprit is just a homicidal maniac who kills for fun. Then you like novels that show a strong enough movement of the heart to lead to murder? That's right. And my favorite ones are the novels that let you reason that out. As he spoke, he looked back at me and smiled. Before today, I used to like novels that focused on exposing tricks. However, I decided to look for novels like the ones he recommended in the future. I don't like neglecting the heart. The heart is what makes people move. Yeah, I think you're right. This isn't limited to the mystery genre. All humans are moved by their hearts all the time. Being able to notice the heart is what allows for interactions between people, no interactions between hearts. None of us humans can live on our own, and yet we have no way of peeking into the hearts of others. That's why every meeting between people is a mystery of the heart. Finding those, reasoning about them, and understanding each other is the key to interactions between people and hearts. The two of us are here, all alone, talking together about mysteries, and through that, we are searching out each other's hearts. Speaking of the heart's mysteries, I want you to feel about me the way I feel about you. We're both searching, trying to figure out the depths of the other's hearts in this mystery of love. Look how late it's gotten. I wonder if Aniki and the others are waiting for us. Yes, we should probably go back soon. Time seems to fly by when I'm talking with you, Shannon-chan. He seemed to be speaking the words of my heart. We were thinking the same thing, so the same words came out. I wish we could talk together like this forever. I hate clocks. Same here. Talking about this stuff with you is the most fun part of coming to Rockinjima. When I saw that his smiling eyes were looking right at me, I turned away. I couldn't let him see my suddenly red face. If only I could leave this place, I'd be able to read so much more. The bookshop in Nijima that I go to and the bookshop he goes to in the city are on completely different scales. The book exchange between the two of us had become completely one-sided, with him giving me all the books. How long do you plan to be a servant, Shannon-chan? I don't know. If someday you decide to quit, if I do, come over to my place. He said it almost carelessly. Maybe he was a bit embarrassed, since he laughed weakly and blushed a little. And then, we won't need to worry about time running out anymore. That's right, we could be together, as long as we wanted. The little secret dates on this island only happened a few times a year, and even when they did happen, it was only for a short, uncertain period of time. It wouldn't work over the phone or with letters. We can only talk about our mystery when we're standing together like this. I know that day'll come someday. You think it will? Yeah, I'm certain of it. Certain? Why is he certain? When that day comes, I'll come for you, riding a white horse. What? After saying this, he turned away. He was probably too proud to show me his blushing cheeks. But even without seeing, I knew what his face looked like. To come riding on a white horse, isn't that like a prince riding a white horse? So what exactly does that mean? Does it mean you're going to be my prince? My mind was going blank, so I just couldn't reason out his mystery of love, even though it was all plain and simple. I wonder when that day will come. Anytime you're ready. Huh? My heart skipped a beat. It was so sweet, yet it hurt. Anytime's good for me. This is your life we're talking about, Shannon-chan. You should think about it carefully before you decide, and once you've made up your mind, I'll respect your decision, no matter when you make it. Oh, okay? I'll keep on waiting until that day comes. If only I had been a bit more foolish and courageous. I could have said then and there that I was already prepared, and asked him to take me away from this island right away, but I couldn't say it. I had to think carefully about my future, for both of our sakes. My head was filled with pointless, senseless thoughts. I'm glad. Thank you. With his back still to me, he scratched his head and laughed. I knew he was doing this out of embarrassment, so I could clearly tell what his expression must have been. In the same way, he must have realized what my face looked like. We're both puzzle solvers of love. We theorize about each other's love, solving each other's mysteries. Thanks for giving me time. You have all the time in the world. No.